Moving right along to our next bout of the evening, introducing to you first, fighting out in the blue corner, representing Compound Ryano, Robert the Dingle Destroyer Barrett! And introducing his opponent, fighting on the red corner and representing Fight Academy Ireland, McAvoy! Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is sanctioned by the Irish Mixed Martial Arts Association and takes place in the Cage Legacy Welterweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, this mixed martial artist weighing in under 170 pounds and represents Compound Martial Arts, Robert the Dingle Destroyer Barrett! And standing across the cage, his opponent is a mixed martial artist who weighs under 170 pounds and represents Fight Academy Ireland, Jack McAvoy! And your referee for this bout, Mr. Deck Larkin.
Moving into the welterweight division, Robert Barrett of Compound Mixed Martial Arts in the black trunks taking on Jack McAvoy in the red gloves, green trunks.
McAvoy has been insanely busy. 4 fights since last August. Flat out. Building that experience. A 1-3 record so far. On a 2-fight skid, looking to turn that back around.
But it must be said he has been competitive in those fights.
Absolutely, absolutely. Originally matched tonight to fight Marco Cardillo. He finds himself here with his hands full with Robert Barrett, who has a record of 1-0. Pressuring him against the cage. Good head position. Strong underhook.
And talking to Barrett a little bit earlier, he says he has designs on competing at 70 kilos. Now, in a couple of weeks, I'm competing at 70 kilos, and I'm looking at this guy, sizing him up, thinking, nah, I'm probably going to have to drop to 66. I don't fancy any of that at 70.
Yeah, he's a specimen, and as we said earlier, he has the option of just going in there and gorillaing his opponents. Look at these heavy bombs he's landing.
Oh, big knees right up the middle from Jack McAvoy.
Lovely inside leg kick. Both guys just trying to find the range now after getting that separation. Beautiful 1-2 from Barrett, uses it to enter and take an underhook. That lovely frame there from McAvoy, just pushing on his opponent's face and elevating his posture, bringing up his head position. Look at Barrett trying to get for that judo trip, and he just didn't have his opponent offset balance. And
nice pressure work here from Barrett.
Not allowing McAvoy any breathing space whatsoever.
And again, as we say, I say this a couple of times every show that we work, Paul. This may look like not a lot's going on to the uninitiated, but to people who know what this position's like, it is one of the most grueling aspects of combat sports.
It really is, wearing your opponent's weight, and I can tell you right now, that cage under those low lights is hotter than most cages I've been in. So this could be an exhausting 3 rounds if we have it contested against the cage like this.
Nice work from Barrett, just pinning the knees into the thighs of McAvoy, trying to take a little bit of the pop out of the step of McAvoy, and if this goes to a second round, it's that cumulative damage.
One between the legs there, the cup seemed to absorb the damage, and not a bother on Barrett, he's able to keep going.
Oh, beautiful check.
He's
wobbled him. McAvoy turning up the pressure, panic shot from Barrett, instinctive. McAvoy's hurt him.
Blood in the water.
A little bit of swelling up on the right eye of Barrett, showing just how
Barrett looking a little wobbly, a little shaky, a little rattled.
But doing the right thing by just closing the distance quick, getting a hold of your opponent. A little bit of separation and a huge shot from Barrett.
Lands one of his own, oh my goodness.
Stick your keys in a bowl, we're going swinging. What a first round, Paul Brown.
That was unbelievable. Huge bombs from both fighters. I would hate to be sitting there having to pick a winner for that round.
To kind of stunt that momentum of McAvoy.
Yeah, great fight IQ. In that moment, you can make the wrong decision, and it can be the beginning of the end, but he made every decision correctly and finds himself back in the action now. Looks completely perfectly okay. Sharp on his feet, dropping feints. Looking to time a 1-2. Eats one though. Eats a left hand beautifully. Lands a right hand and gets that entry for the takedown attempt.
But there's that ever-present frame from McAvoy.
He's used it to great effect, hasn't he? He's not allowing his opponent to get that inside head position and maybe break his posture.
And there's those knees in the clinch we were talking about, just pinning into the meat of the thigh from Barrett. Trying to work in for the double underhooks here.
We're back to this grinding pressure, and look how he just ragdolls his opponent from one side of the cage to the other. McAvoy with the failed trip attempt.
Oh, stiff jab, just pinned the head of McAvoy back there.
Doesn't need to be standing here in front of Barrett like this without throwing some shots himself, and now he gets the jab working to great effect. Step in 1-2, lovely switch to left kick.
And then Barrett applies with a low leg kick. Fighters are so evenly matched, making this such a great fight. Beautiful lead hook from McAvoy.
Yeah, landing on that right eye of Barrett again, which has eaten a little bit of damage so far in this bout. Both guys in the pocket.
Oh, a big shot over the top from Barrett. Both these lads have chins on them.
Yeah, they've both eaten some big bangs, but not showing any signs of stepping back.
Perhaps Barrett wearing the story of the fight a little bit more on the face, but again doing a great job closing the distance and pinning those knees into the thigh of McAvoy.
Yeah, he uses his 1-2s as a great way to create an entry for this body lock position and grind on his opponent and use those knees effectively and really sap the gas tank of Jack McAvoy.
Takedown well defended by McAvoy, and
excellent work. Temporarily created a little space, has it back again.
Oh, another big shot over the top. But there is no tell and no give in McAvoy whatsoever.
Yeah, barely flinched. Ate another big bomb.
Big man's a head made of concrete. Needs to get his back off the cage.
I'm really enjoying the boxing exchanges, I have to say, from the two guys.
Big takedown, that's huge. That is a huge moment in the context of this fight, Paul.
Yeah, very close bout, and both guys are landing their damage, and we could see Robert Barrett just doing enough to edge these close rounds. If he can maybe work to pass that guard or do this, land some bombs with that takedown. It's not the takedown that scores in the judge's eyes, it's what you do with it. Can you use it to get to a good position? Can you use it to land some damage? Look at the blood now we're seeing on the left eye of Jack McAvoy. He's starting to wear some of those shots. Showboating from Robert Barrett.
And then pops off a stiff jab. That's a beautiful leg kick.
Spins his opponent at the end of round 2. What a scrap we are seeing here in the Cage Legacy welterweight division.
This is...
Looks like we're going ahead with round 3. The great staff and care from Inside Out Cut team. Note the referee is having a little word with the corner.
Calling the doctor in just to see.
Just to get the okay, hopefully, because I would really hate to see this bout called short.
I think we're going to see this fight continue. McAvoy doesn't want the fight to end this way. I don't think Barrett, with how this fight is going, will want the fight to end this way. Doctor seems happy.
Fingers crossed. Give it a little wipe, let it go. I think we're good.
Fighter safety is paramount here. Referee Dickie Larkin is one of the best in the world right now.
Yeah, and we're looking like we're going ahead for round 3. Here we go.
Fantastic.
Heart was in my mouth there.
McAvoy and Barrett, a great bunch of lads.
All the same, huh?
Oh,
straight back to the action. Look how loose and comfortable Barrett looks now.
And a slip there, not quite a knockdown, but oh. And if you're Barrett, you're going to be targeting that eye, aren't you?
He did it there, didn't he? Threw that high kick.
Both these men thrown with the same tenacity, the same level of power.
Excellent entry from McAvoy. Looking now to wrap that leg with his left and switches to the double. Drags his opponent to the mat. Looking now to pin the legs, create a better position, but Barrett straight back to his feet beautifully. And what takedown defense.
You wonder how much trying to score that takedown took out of McAvoy.
It was a big dynamic burst, an excellent entry, but again, as I said, takedown attempts, takedowns themselves don't score heavily. It's what you do with it that counts. And Barrett reacted brilliantly.
That jab to low kick combination from Barrett has been working fantastically for him.
He's looking so comfortable. Look, dropping with those jabs to the body, coming back upstairs to the head. And
he's eliciting the tail on the check from the leg kick of McAvoy. He may try and go up top with either a kick or an overhand here. There's the overhand.
There you go, you called it again. And little leg kicks just to upset the balance of the opponent. Keep him guessing, keep him at range. Beautiful head movement from Barrett.
He's just rolling underneath the shots.
We're seeing he's really pulling away beautifully here in the third round. The extra quality here is showing through, and
there it is again, that roll.
So comfortable now. He slowed it right down and calmed down and resorted to technical striking, great movement.
Barrett has aspirations of representing Team Ireland at IMAF competition with performances like this. It'd be hard to make an argument against him.
Can't wait to see this guy fight again. I'm super high impressed with this performance.
And to remain that loose and still throw that kind of power in the closing stances of a third round.
Yeah, well, as we said, he's a physically strong guy. And
also taking into consideration, he's a type 1 diabetic as well.
Yep. Yeah, getting to this, well, as he told us earlier, he didn't even have to cut weight. He just woke up at this weight, didn't have to worry about cutting. Manages himself, his physicality very well. And we can see he's in good shape because he's on his bike. He's moving well, reacting well.
McAvoy trying to get in on the takedown. Coming up to 30 seconds left. Drops down for the takedown.
Lovely.
In the guard now, Barrett. 30 seconds left. What can McAvoy do?
Look, Barrett's still working straight back to the feet again. That's how you react to getting taken down in a mixed martial arts event. Create an angle, create some space, and get yourself up. And he's back doing what he does best, landing shots, creating openings.
10 seconds left to go. Can Barrett put an exclamation point? Oh, that's what he's trying to do with the takedown. There's the exclamation point.
Lovely 3 rounds of mixed martial arts action.
We go to the judges' scorecards and what so far has to be fight of the night.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of electric mixed martial arts action, we go to your judges' scorecards for a decision. Your judges scored this bout 29-28, 29-28, and 30-27